All right, so look, I'm not out here trying to tell y'all what to do or how to live your life or what choices to make in times like these. That's not my lane. That's not my job. What I am here to tell you is this. No sorrow, no shame, no guilt will ever stop this machine. It will eat us and the earth alive and still ask for seconds. Capitalism will devour the whole earth and still search for more. Still scheming how to package the ashes. Still figuring out how to sell the stardust. The greed that fuels it will never surrender. You cannot shame it, cannot appeal to its conscience, because it has none. It is anti-nature by design. Look around. Oceans have been turned into floating graveyards of plastic. There are literally entire continents of trash drifting through the oceans. Trash islands, killing the fish, strangling the turtles, poisoning the food chain until the microplastics run through our very blood. The skies are heavy with toxins, not just from storms, but from industries that knew exactly what they were doing, pumping poison into the air for decades. Our cities are literally glowing in a haze. Not from progress, but from pollution thick enough to stain the sunset blood red. The forests have been stripped bare for profit. Trees that have stood for centuries are cut down in minutes for cattle farms. Palm oil, disposable packaging. Every tree that falls steals a breath of oxygen. It wipes out a species, and it carves a wound into the earth herself. The soil is poisoned. Our rivers are literally running with brown waste. Species are disappearing every day, and it's not by chance. It's because their death was calculated as more profitable than their life. And still, the system has the audacity to sell it back to us. Water is poisoned, then it's bottled, then they sell it back to us as spring fresh. The forests are destroyed, then they get fenced off and branded as eco tours. What was once free, they package and sell. This system creates the wound, then profits from the bandage. This is capitalism's hunger, a machine that is never full. It never slows down. It never apologizes because destruction is the only business model. But this isn't just about the earth. It's about the people. Black labor built the wealth of this system. Black lives were its first sacrifice. But now, what was once done to us on the plantation is now done to everyone all across the globe. Because the truth is, the system is anti-nature at its core. It's anti-human at its core. White people have been shielded from that truth longer than we have. But now, the mask is slipping. Now, everyone can see. Even the loudest MAGA supporters can see now. The ones who thought they were safe because of their skin, the ones who worship this machine like a god, they're starting to feel it too. And here's the irony. The same system that they defend with their guns and politics is the same system that is grinding them down to nothing. And maybe now they'll finally realize what melanated people in this country have always known, that this system don't give a damn about us. It never has. It never will. This machine doesn't see people. It sees consumers. It doesn't see forests. It sees lumber. It doesn't see oceans. It sees shipping lanes. It doesn't see children. It sees future workers. And it doesn't see you. It sees your labor. It sees your spending. It sees your data. It sees your usefulness to the machine. The ones who uphold it, the politicians, the CEOs, the billionaires, they don't care about us. You could starve. Your whole family could vanish. Your entire city could collapse into ruin. The only thing that they would mourn is the loss of a customer. Not your life, not your health, not your humanity, only their revenue stream. And don't get fooled when they tell you that capitalism gave you medicine, technology, and food on the shelves. Because they never tell you how many lives were destroyed to get those things. How many wars were waged. How much land was stolen. How much labor was enslaved. How many rivers were poisoned. They tell you to be grateful while handing you the scraps of a feast that you paid for with your own blood. And that's why so many of us feel exhausted, burnout, depressed, because the human spirit was never meant to live this way. We are not designed to be someone else's cog in their profit machine. We are creative beings, cosmic beings, infinite beings. Yet we've been reduced to begging for wages that don't even cover the rent. That is not accident. That is by design. I'm not saying all this to scare you. I'm saying this so you'll understand the scale of what we're up against. Not just fighting bad apples. Technically, this isn't a broken system. The system is working exactly the way it was intended to. It was built to consume. It was built to devour. It was built to exploit. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look around. We got boarded up homes and empty schools while the prisons are overflowing. We got whole neighborhoods abandoned once these corporations drain them dry. We got families going hungry while billionaires launch themselves into space. This isn't about left or right. This isn't about politics. This is about survival. Because predators don't stop when you beg. Predators stop when they are forced to. So no. I'm not here to tell you what choices to make. I'm not handing you a step-by-step guide. I'm just here to tell you that the ones that run this matrix do not care about your life, your children, your health, or your future. They only care about profit. And whether you resist, whether you endure, or whether you escape, that's your choice. But never confuse what the system really is. Never expect mercy from a machine designed to consume. Because it will eat us and the earth alive and still ask for seconds.